This is the BRUNASTIC-ARTS show, the show that talks about everything, anything, something, and sometimes nothing. Now, today, I'm here to see a friend, and it's all about the bass. Now, one thing, I heard bass players have very, very deep thoughts. Who knows? Another thing, real bass players starts from the bottom. For real. Another thing I heard, bass is the only thing you're allowed to slap continuously, legally. Now, as usual, you're asking again, what is this skinny ass guy doing right here on my screen in this room? Well, today, as I said, it's all about the bass, and I'm meeting the man of the bass. And this is JAZZY, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in a few moments, I'll introduce you to JAZZY. I don't know what to say. He can hit it from the bottom. For real. Now, I won't keep you waiting, because I am as eager, just as you, to have a chat. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you JAZZY. Ladies and gentlemen, give JAZZY a round of applause. Come and check us out. Yes, this is the man of the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we'll get right into it. We're gonna say hello to Ron, and ladies and gentlemen, nice to meet you, Mr. Ron.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Finally. It's been a while. How you been, man?
Yeah, very good, thanks. So, as we say, we're always eager when we get somewhere new to go and somebody new to venture. And today, the man behind the bass. We're gonna have a little talk with the man behind the bass. So tell me, Ron, what do you do exactly? I know you play bass, but what is your specialty?
Well, I play bass, and my speciality is building the bass cab that you see just behind you there.
Right. Okay.
Because I was looking for a bass cab for a number of years, and nothing really fitted what I was after, so I thought, make it yourself.
Right.
So I've still got my tools. I used to be a carpenter, still am a carpenter. So I thought I'll use it just to knock something together for myself. If it works for me, fine.
So how long have you been indulging in making your...
Now nearly 3 years.
Okay. So have you sold it to people or friends yet? Or?
I've sold a few now, yeah. I've sold a few.
And one thing I want to know, how do you know when a bass cab or the bass sounds good enough?
Sounds good enough? Well, personally, I like to hear a little bit of high end.
Right.
Because everybody likes, bass is boom, boom, boom. That's all well and good, but there's certain times when you need to have a clarity.
Right.
And this is what these can produce.
Okay.
Quite straight, quite nicely. So.
You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. So, when I look around the room, he's got his nice setup all around the room, ladies and gentlemen. And he's got 3 lovely bass guitars. I am so tempted, and they're heavy. They're actually heavier than me. Wow. It looks marvelous, right? Now, what style of music I would like to ask you play, or do you have a genre of music, or you just play music, or you're a session musician?
Well, I go, across the board. I don't just play one type of thing. I find that in order to learn, you need to play a few things, as in a few different styles of music.
Right.
That way you get better at doing everything, as opposed to you just locked into one style of thing and you can't go any further.
Okay. So what style of bass playing that actually you think when somebody tell you today, hey Ron, come and play some reggae or come and play some jazz, which one you get more fumed up, or you feel more yourself playing as much as you're talented doing all the others?
Jazz doesn't forget.
Jazz. I learned something new about jazz, because jazz was formed or created by musicians who smoked weed, and that's how jazz was created, just like hip-hop. Anyway, thanks for the little note. Now, another thing I want to ask again, because every time I hear about bass players, as much as in the band, they are at the back, the same way in the music life, the entertainment life, you never hear about a bass player, his personal life, you never hear nothing. The same way he's laid back in the music is usually the same way he's represented as a person, you know. So tell me, as a bass player, because like you are a hardcore bass player, there is nothing more you can really say. You're not learning, right? So as a bass player, how do you take all the do you get a lot of attention after you finish play, or
sometimes you get a fair bit of attention, but as you said earlier, always learning. So I'm not in it to be bigger than the next guy or whatever. I'm in it because, number one, I love playing the bass anyway.
Yes.
There are a million ways to play certain songs.
Right.
And because you're learning, each time you play, you're learning something new.
Right.
Because you'll see somebody, you'll hear somebody, it will be different, and they're playing the same song. That is what makes my brain tick.
Right. So, but the other part I want to get on to, ladies and gentlemen, is that, you know, when you are the front singer, right? When you come off the stage, everybody adores you, right? You know, when you are the drummer, sometimes they even make history on your name. But the bass player, even the guitarist, I mean, you know, as we know, they have plenty of guitarists, we can name them like this. And if I ask any of you to name a bass player on the go, you might not. So why do... And they are the most important part of the music. So I just want to say, are you all just naturally shy people, or they overlook you? Do you think sometimes like, oh, those people don't even know it's me that keeping the music that tight?
Well, when you make a mistake, they know it's you.
So
at that point, But no, with a bass player, your personality, I portray my personality through how I play my bass.
Right.
So it's there. It's just locked in at the bottom. Just always there. That's me. That's the best way to do it.
Well, give a round of applause for Mr. Jazzy Ron, ladies and gentlemen. I like where we're going on so far. So, I've been going all along. I would like to ask you, where are you from originally?
Originally, my parents, my mum is from Guyana, South America, and my dad was from Antigua.
Antigua.
West Indies.
Okay.
And me, I was born here.
Ah, okay. You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. So it's about South America, Caribbean style, you know. So what really brought you into the line of bass?
The line of bass. Well, I used to play piano before.
Right.
But it didn't, you know, it doesn't, not for me.
It's
too much at the front and everybody, no.
Okay, as we said, bass players are shy. It's not like God didn't give him an opportunity to be at the front. God said, hey, go be a frontline soldier if you like to. But he went at the front and he's like, nah, I'm just gonna keep the basics of things going, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, I love it. Now, I got a little joke for you. Now, some people say bass players, they go too deep into things. So, does that mean that they have to stay surface and go deep when they die? Who knows? So, anyway, back to you, Mr. Ron. I know you do a lot of different things, as I know you even create, they call them bass amps?
Bass cabs.
Bass cabs, and you play bass, and I'm getting to find out you're running a radio show.
That's right.
So give us a little glimpse of what your radio show is about.
Well, what my show initially started as...
Before we start there, what is the name of your radio show? Can you tell the fans and friends?
The show is called the Jazzy Ron Sunday Sessions.
Say that again, please.
Jazzy Ron's Sunday Sessions.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so as we found out, Jazzy Ron Sunday Sessions. What is it about? Like, what type of music? What kind of, you know, people who follow you? And
well, the music is across the board. mainly from guys and bands in and around the London area.
So it's live music?
Yes. Yeah. All the shows always go out live. It's never a pre-recorded show. Everything is always live.
Okay.
I promote, if someone has made an album or played a song and won't be heard, they send me the music, I play it on the show.
Oh, okay.
So it helps them to, get further in what they're
So,
doing.
I assume, therefore most of the bands in London and around London are very much familiar with you.
Yeah.
Now, even talking, this man is so talented, I can go on and on about things he does. I just want to jump quickly about his photography. Here we go again. This guy, I think, has photographed the whole of the London scene. If you want to find somebody, you see Mr. JAZZY Ron. I would like to think it's only for music, but
weddings as well. Weddings, birthdays, you name it.
I'm telling you, he's talented. Anyway, give up again for Mr. JAZZY Ron, ladies and gentlemen. Multi-talented. So, as I said before, now we're gonna have some fun. Let's see Mr. Ron play us some jazzy, bluesy, bassy. Check it out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big it up for JAZZY Ron. And oh sunshine when she's gone, it ain't warm when she's away. And oh sunshine when she's gone, always gone for so long, every time she goes away. Check it out, yo. Now who turn off the light? But we don't wanna fight, while I'm thinking it's alright. She just move out in the night. Hey, go and get tossed in your grave. How why you think you're so brave? Hey, cause out of many I'll be watching you. Hey, and oh sunshine when she's gone, and warm when she's away. And oh sunshine when she's gone, always gone for so long, every time he goes away. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for JAZZY Ron on the bass. One of the wickedest bassmen in London. Check him out anytime. Look on media, everywhere you want. Hey, she's gone every time she goes away. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Now, on this note, that is the whole reason why women love bass players. Because they know how to use their fingers to start with. Number two, they know how to pop the G string. For real. Check it out. Number three, they know how to treat the bottom end. It's a Caribbean thing. And number four, they give a very good feel and very laid back, as you can see. But the bottom line is, nothing feels good without the bass. Nothing. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking some time for Mr. JAZZY Ron today to find out a little bit about the bass. Thanks for watching the BRUNASTIC-ARTS show, the show that talks about everything, anything, something, and sometimes nothing. Thank you for watching. For real.
My boy lollipop, you make my heart go giddy up. You taste as sweet as candy. You're my sugar dandy. Oh, 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 my boy lollipop, never, never leave me. Oh, you know it would leave me. My heart told